what I need to do now is to make a new axle receiver here that will fit the axle bolt. So that means I'm going to take this piece of zinc tubing, 1 1/4 inch, and I'm going to expand these holes to 5/8 using this drill. Got one hole here. This is going to be sliced off, so that'll be one axle receiver. Going to make a hole here, slice that off here, and now I have 2 axle receivers. Here's my axle bolt, which you can see now fits right in. So, and then this axle receiver is going to be mounted to the frame using some plywood and some bolts. Slice this off, this axle receiver. I'm just going to use a grinder, and what needs to happen here is the axle receiver that I put on the axle just for testing purposes needs to get mounted on this strut here. I'm going to have to find that position. This is the old axle hole here. The new axle hole is going to be 1 inch higher. It has to be 1 inch higher because we're using a 6-inch caster, and we have to have the same level with the bottom of the wheel. So it's going to be 1 inch higher, and I'm going to move it forward enough so there's about 1 inch between the caster wheel and this, with this gap right here. So that looks like it's about here. So I'm going to have to measure this out. It looks maybe 2 inches or so. So we know that the axle is going to go 1 inch up and probably 2 inches over. This will be the new position for the axle receiver. And what that will do is change the center of mass of the wheelchair and make it much more functional and easier to propel.